ते रेकॉर्डिंग ब्रेक होते अशामुळे.
त्याला फोन करणार होता ना, काय झालं?
ते बाहेर आधी मला करा ना, ते हे करा, वायफाय प्रॉपर कनेक्ट करा, मायक्रोसॉफ्ट टीम्स डाउनलोड करा आणि लॉग इन करा त्याच्यात. ते बाहेर थांबून होत नाही. ओके, सो Section 62 and Section 63, we were dealing with the concept of alteration and waiver of that particular contract. So here in this case, what we can see that a particular contract can be altered also, and if the parties to the contract feel the contract has to be removed and accordingly they want to waive off the respective rights, duties and obligations, then accordingly the contract or the parties to the contract can also be waived off from their next discharge of contract by way of operation of law, wherein the parties to the contract can be elapsed, they can be waived off from the performance of that particular contract if any of these particular condition or the terms arises. First thing, by the death of the any party to the contract. So Sanket, if any of the party to the contract are been found, if they have been of a certain nature that they are natural death or a certain accidental death has been caused to them, then due to this particular consideration of not performance of this particular contract, we can see and we can find out that the parties to the contract gets discharged. For example, there is a certain person that is Mr. Vivek, and Mr. Vivek has entered into contract with Mr. Sanket for purchasing and selling of this particular bike. That is the bike that he has to sell. Sanket was the purchaser and Mr. Vivek was the seller of this particular bike. So at this stage, for example, when the contract has to be performed, Sanket passes away and Vivek is ready to deliver this particular bike. Now, when Sanket passes away, that is death is caused to Mr. Sanket, then accordingly, Mr. Sanket cannot come forward and he can conduct or fulfill his promises respectively. So in this case, automatically by way of operation of law, that is law provides a certain provision wherein if any of the party to the contract is been of a certain nature, that is a natural death or accidental death is caused to that particular party, then accordingly the parties to the contract get discharged and accordingly the contract is not able to be performed. So in this case, when Sanket passes away, the contract cannot be performed and accordingly we can say that the parties, that is Mr. Vivek, is been discharged by performing the respective contract. Please mute yourself. Someone has unmuted him. Next thing, second concept term is the concept of insolvency. So if a particular person or a particular party to the contract becomes insolvent, that is if they are not capable to make a certain payment or if they are not capable to make or perform that promises respectively, and a specific order of the court has been received that a particular person or a particular party or a particular company has been declared as an insolvent, that is who are not able to pay their liabilities or they are not able to pay their debt, then these particular parties or the persons can be called as an insolvent. And if a particular order has been released, then you are automatically gets discharged by way of operation of law that is into existence. Merger, that is if a particular if two companies or more than two companies get merged together, then by way of merger also the parties to the contract or the companies who are eligible to enter into this particular contract also gets discharged. Second last, that is loss of evidence. If the evidence that is being generated, if the evidence that is being created, if the particular loss of evidence is into existence, then by way of operation of law, that is with the consistency of loss of evidence, the contract can also be discharged and the parties are not able to perform their promises respectively. For example, purchase and selling of certain goods and services or certain material which is of either movable or immovable nature. Now, at this stage, for example, you have signed a certain agreement, you have signed a certain contract, and both the parties have made their respective signatures. Now, if a particular signature is made on a certain paper and that particular paper get lost, that is whether it is your quotation, whether it is your bill, whether it is a particular paper, whether it is a particular document, or whether it is a stamp paper or certain evidence or a proof that is available in a written format, and that particular written format gets damaged or it gets lost. So by loss of evidence of a particular concern, accordingly, if the evidence is not been found, if the evidence cannot be identified, then by loss of evidence, that is by the concern of the operation of law, the parties to the contract gets discharged accordingly. And lastly, insanity. If a particular person becomes insane, कि अगर कोई भी इंसान पागल हो जाता है, तो based on that particular concern, if a particular person is declared as an insane and he has a certain medical certificate which is been provided by the medical practitioner, so based on this particular concern also, the particular parties get discharged from by the performance, and accordingly by operation of law, the party does not have to perform their promises respectively. Lastly, discharge of contract by way of breach of contract. So breach of contract is a particular concern wherein the parties are not in a position or are not capable to perform their promises respectively, and accordingly the breach of contract can be arise or it can be created. Now, what is the concern breach of contract? There it is divided into two types. First is the actual breach of contract and second is the anticipatory breach of contract. Actual breach of contract wherein if a particular party is conducting a certain breach, that is breach यानी विश्वासघात करना. So if a particular party is conducting a certain concern wherein they are trying intentionally to cheat a certain person and they don't want to perform or they don't want to conduct that particular contract, then accordingly we can say the parties are conducting a breach of contract. Now, breach of contract can be of a nature wherein it can be actual, wherein there are certain terms and situations wherein the breach has been conducted and the terms and conditions are beyond the control of an individual. Anticipatory breach of contract means specifically you are doing purposefully कि आपको पता है कि आपको contract perform करना है, लेकिन in order to avoid for conduction of this particular contract, what you are doing, you are जानबूझ के you are not conducting or you are not performing that respective promises, and accordingly the contract is said to be of an breach of contract of that particular nature. Remedies for breach of contract: if at any stage you feel that the particular parties are not performing their promises respectively और वो जानबूझ के आपको फंसाने के लिए if they are conducting a certain activity, then what are the remedies? First thing, rescission of contract. So rescission of contract means you take away all the liabilities, all the rights, duties and obligations that have been associated with that particular contract. So revocation: the parties to the contract, either the promisor or promisee, offerer or offeree, or proposer or proposee, they revoke their respective promises. मैंने किसी के पास कुछ order दिया था, I take back that particular order, and a particular party who is ready to accept that particular payment, he also revokes that particular order or a particular consignment or a particular commitment to purchase or sell. So in this case, what happens if both the parties or any other one of the parties of the contract, if they are revoking their respective promises, then it is called as a rescission of that particular contract, and accordingly the parties to the contract gets discharged from their performance of liability. Suit for damages: you can sue that particular person into the court of law, and accordingly whatever damages has been caused to you, that particular damages can be recovered from those respective parties. So here suit for damages is specifically for a concern of a monetary nature. If a monetary nature is into existence, that is, you have to find out if that a certain amount of loss has been incurred, and that particular loss must be valuable and it must be calculative. For example, you say that I've incurred a loss of rupees 1, then that particular 1 rupee is the specifically monetary concern. If you say that I have incurred a loss of rupees 10 lakh or a 10 crore or 100 crores, then accordingly 10 lakh or 10 crore or 100 crores is the monetary value, and you can sue that particular person only for this specific amount that has been earned, or sorry, the amount that has been of cause of an damage. Quantum myriad: now as much as is earned. Now here you can sue that particular person for this specific amount of that particular damage only. Now what is that particular specific amount of damage? That is, for example, if you have claimed a certain amount, that is, you have filed a particular civil suit or a criminal suit for a recovery of damages of rupees 100 crore, but your actual loss was only 78 crore, then a particular quantum myriad can be given. That is, a particular court may give you a certain order on the basis of the quantum myriad that only 78 crores will be given for you, and rest remaining 22 or 23 crores will not be given for you. So if your claim is for 100 crores, 100 crores will not be given, only 78 crores of amount will be given, and you have to waive off, you have to rescind, you have to revoke the amount of 22 crore that is been due for payment. Specific performance: you can go to the court of law, you can get a certain order of that particular court for specific performance of that particular contract also. So you can go to the court of law, and accordingly the court can pass a certain order for performance of specific nature. Injunction यानी stay order that has been received from a particular court. So you can go to the court of law, and accordingly a stay order can be received from a particular court for performing or not performing a particular contract. So if you feel that a particular party may perform or may not perform, may act or may not act, then accordingly you can go to the court of law, and accordingly the order can be taken for injunction. So injunction यानी specifically means a stay order that has been given by a specific court. Here we are ending with the concept of discharge of contract. Now starting with the next concept, that is called as a quasi contract. So quasi contract is a particular concern, that is a contract in which relationship between the parties is created by the virtue of law. So here in this case, what we have to see, that the parties to the contract, they are not willing to enter, they are not willingly, they are not having a free consent to enter into this particular contract, but there are certain terms, there are certain consideration due to which you are tempted to enter into this particular contract. So such type of contract are called as an contract of quasi contract or a quasi nature of contract. Section 68, 69, 70, 71, and 72. So section 68 to 72 specifically deals with the consideration, specifically deals with the meaning about which are the various types of contract which are called as a quasi contract nature. First thing, section 68 deals with the concept of supply of necessities. So if any of the person, if they are found out of a supply of necessities, now what is a particular necessity? That is supply of food, clothing and shelter. So if any of the person who is providing the supply of that is basic essential requirements of a particular human being, that is food, clothing and shelter, have been provided by to some another person, then you are enter into a particular contract which is of a quasi contract nature, and accordingly you are liable to pay a certain sum of money, or you are liable to enter into this particular contract. For example, two friends. Now there are two friends, that is Miss Mansi and Miss Pallavi. So if these particular two people, if there are two people and accordingly they went to a particular restaurant, and now why you're going for a restaurant, that is to eat a certain food. Now at this stage, it is the responsibility of the parents of Mansi to supply the necessity, that is food, to her, and accordingly it is the responsibility of Pallavi's parents to provide the food to her. But what happened? A quasi contract has been created, that is the birthday party of Mansi has to be organized, and accordingly Mansi takes her friend Pallavi to a particular restaurant, and accordingly the party has been thrown out. So here, supply of necessity. So if at any stage, if Mansi is providing food to Miss Pallavi and the other friends, then accordingly what we can say, a quasi contract has been entered. So if you enter into a particular restaurant, if you are providing food to your friends, relatives, cousins, parents, and so on, so accordingly you are party to the particular contract, and accordingly you have to perform their promises respectively.